America, the land we love, our families, our children, our communities, where Friday night lights still shine, and the neighborhood barbecue still brings us together. However, technology that once connected us is now pulling us further apart. Texts replace conversations. Social media warps connections. We measure worth by likes instead of character. And online pornography, it's an epidemic. A billion-dollar industry corrupting minds, stealing children's innocence, and rewiring the way we love, connect, and live. It's time to pull back the curtain before it's too late.
Anyone can become a victim of human trafficking. The youngest victim I've ever had was 13 years of age, and all of my victims were females.
Heavy porn users see women as objects.
Pornography impacted these men's appetite for evil.
Pornography leads people to violence, and all the serial killers were heavy porn users.
I started reading pornography, going to the bookstores.
A lot of men who were motivated to commit violence just like me. And without exception, every one of them was deeply involved in pornography without question.
Social media is a major problem, and now we have instant access to apps, to the internet, to social media. No one did any research or gave 100 people the phone and said, hey, let's look at how this affects society. So that's what's happening to our children, is that a mass majority of them are being exposed.
I'm one of the first generations of people who had unlimited internet access. It really played a huge piece of my addiction.
Social media and the internet being unsolicitedly given to our children is stealing their innocence.
The line between what's real and what's fake is already crossed. The problem is when AI generates an image of a younger looking person, how old is that person, right? The prompt might say, generate a young girl. It doesn't matter, it's subjective, right?
With pornography, it's not protected by the First Amendment. Obscenity was never protected by the First Amendment. But in 1957, Justice William Brennan came up with a new configuration of what he thought the Constitution meant, and he called it freedom of expression. He decided to constitutionalize obscenity.
There's nothing good that comes from pornography. I couldn't find one.
I was talking with underage girls. I would send pictures, ask for pictures from her.
You can't have the Holy Spirit with pornography around.
I was actually pastoring 3 churches and going to school full time. Porn, which from my faith perspective, it's sin.
I wrote a book called The End of Mental Illness, and in it I imagined if I was an evil ruler and I wanted to create mental illness in America, I'd create social media, pornography. We're creating this disaster. 57% of teenage girls report being persistently sad. 13% have attempted suicide. Statistics just unlike anything we have ever heard.
Never knew about the pornography for the entirety of our marriage.
I've seen so many marriages destroyed by pornography.
It broke my heart.
It's a real betrayal for the person that's emotionally on the other side of it.
I definitely use porn as a coping mechanism for stress, anger, anxiety, all that fear.
Pornography, it made me a little fearful of was just relationships in general with women. It's easier to sit at home and isolate than to, pursue those authentic relationships.
What made us decide to work this out? It was God.
I needed God, but I also needed others, and that was really taking that first step.
There is hope. You can beat this. It's not easy, but it's worth it. And I just said to myself, I have to beat this.